the NFL on ps5 Sports. As we'll see Dak Prescott and the Minnesota Vikings taking on Jalen Hurts and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Minnesota Vikings. Everyone, Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis and Troy Hughes, Vikings football. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try to drive that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, the streak continues, doesn't it? They come in here 11-0. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kick. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 down inside the 20. For the first time, gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Brandon Reeves benefits a bit from the success of the 4 yards on that kick. So now, you can do just about anything when you put on the defensive side of the ball. You're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure? How do I gain an advantage on this thing?
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw.
Receiver coaches pretty sure guys on separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little. I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away in that interception.
It's caught Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
You expect pressure, so you want to ball the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receivers breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
At the 45-yard line.
So throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. He's got his on-call receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Look at the numbers for Thomas from a week ago. 9 catches, 126 yards, and a trip to the end zone as well.
And he's trying to prove the adage is not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he has finished awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a cap on this season.
On the stop was Aaron Donald. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He finds Dorsett. Complete. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. That was play number 7 on the stop. Got him 7 yards.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot defensively. How do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did here?
Tough to do because what they normally do is run routes and pull you out of that spot and get into. That's what we call not taking the chance. So when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Right back to Edwards on first down. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. second and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good drive offensively. But you know they don't want to waste this on the field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. Gaines kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. They moved the ball pretty well on the opening drive. You think they're okay? 7 for 3?
I don't think they're happy about 7 for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the running game.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they'll be led out by a second-round pick back in April out of Oklahoma by way of Alabama. It's Jalen Hurts.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play for the coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 10 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on him. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. They'll roll him out right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Defensively, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high power, you got to find a way to doing, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they can be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn into a shootout, and that means your defense has to keep pace.
They'll run on first down to Akers, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on, accelerate.
It made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. 33-yard line. Looking to throw. Prescott. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And Gay knocks this one through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And his guys will take over at the... Now to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here we go! Here we go!
On 1st and 10, Prescott. A short little throw taken in by Reed. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To the air again, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Prescott from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Michael Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He lets it fly for Lockett. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. Well, we get our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, and it's the Browns who have the lead in the second quarter. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. From there, let's get to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Drew Brees at it again, 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Darius Slayton, a touchdown reception. In the game you're watching, you've seen a strong first half out of Dak Prescott. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
First and 10.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. And we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. In second and inches.
Throwing is Hurts. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Jaguar first down.
They'll run this with Akers. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll run here with Akers. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Cam Akers, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off. And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offense.
Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
1-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyler Lockett, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
It'll be Hurts on the option.
Quick throw complete. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Could have been up 1 with a point after, but they go for 2. It worked.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will, because really it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you're up 1 or 2, a field goal can still get you.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half, maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did.
Okay.
It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Godwin would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine, and you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
No, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Prescott. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. They'll throw again. Prescott going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
First down, Jaguars.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Zach Ertz with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
By that, I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, and extend the lead, and that's what he did.
They're going to keep it on the ground, and he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. First down, Prescott. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Fired that one in there. Quick connection, nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But now it's 3rd and goal. Now Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision. Jar that one free.
4th and goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a 1-score game. Gay's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. That one looks like he'll throw here. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Ertz sets up to throw it. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for two. They'll try and run it in with Hyde. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Jaguars 31.
They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Prescott to throw it. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
And 10.
One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Jacksonville, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll try to get